Hi guys, I'm here with a pretty incredible guy called Dr. Thomas Incledon, here in sunny Arizona, in Phoenix, or near Phoenix, Scottsdale.
Yep.
And flew in from LA yesterday because I really wanted to meet this guy, because I heard he's got a pretty amazing track record of helping guys increase testosterone naturally well into their 90s, which is pretty staggering. And I've also found out that he does some pretty incredible stuff in the way of natural healing, which fascinates me. My second book, which is called The Vitality Secret, is all about chronic inflammation. Now, Dr. Thomas Incledon may not be wearing a white jacket, but he is a doctor. Mm-hmm. In fact, he's got about five degrees, have you?
Yeah. So I have a PhD, and I did go to med school, so I got exposed to a lot of stuff that physicians do. But really, I was trained more about doing research and study designs than I was on healing people. But I just thought the direction healthcare was going, they're missing the boat. You know, they're taking people apart. Everybody's specializing, and they're missing out on the fact that, well, how are we going to put these specialty pieces back together? And there's all kinds of gaps and things. And so I decided we got to do something different. I created a center to bring other bright minds here and basically work as a team for health.
And you've got people who fly in from all over the world
to
be treated, when doctors or Western doctors typically say there's nothing more that can be done.
Yeah, so I mean, here's the thing, the model I set up, imagine you got all these top docs working together to help you, and no one's ego is getting in the way, and everybody is geared towards getting a positive result. So when you have, leadership and focus and direction, you got just really cool stuff, amazing things that happen. And what I see a lot of times when I look at, when patients come in, their medical records, we're going through their charts, and you see one doctor saying do this thing, another doctor saying doing the exact opposite. Well, there's no wonder why the patient can't get better, right? Because there's too much conflict in their care. Yeah. So there's no way. It'd be kind of like, imagine if you had 4 flat tires, and every mechanic that was, trying to repair the tire or put air in it was doing something different. So
there's almost like a conflict between the different doctors rather than a synergistic effect.
Yeah, they're not working in synergy. They're working in it's like antagonizing ways that just interfere with the end result. And of course, that doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help the doctors to learn more. It doesn't help the patients get better.
And it's not necessarily their fault, is it? Because they're given like 10 minutes or something to see a patient, and they're given the training. Unfortunately, it involves very little nutrition training, doesn't it? I mean, I've heard about a matter of hours in a 6-year program.
Yeah. So the sad thing is, healthcare now is evolving where the doctor spends maybe on average 8 to 15 minutes.
Wow. And
there's no way you could really figure anyone out.
Yeah.
And the mistake that patients make is, one, they put up with it. So if someone does something and you allow them to continue to do it, then no wonder why it keeps happening. And what patients need to do is say, okay, I'm taking charge of my health, and I'm going to decide who I'm going to hire to help me.
Yeah.
And then if a patient says, I'm not putting up with a 15-minute consult, and the doctors have to rethink their strategy, or they don't have patience. And then, the doctor rethinks the strategy. Basically what you find out is insurance is not really helping anyone. It's harming people.
Yeah.
It's harming people because someone else gets to decide if what they want was medically necessary. That makes no sense. It's your right to do whatever you want.
Right.
Why should someone else be determining that for you that doesn't know you, hasn't even seen what's going on?
It seems very skewed in the wrong direction.
Yeah, definitely is.
Yeah, so I'm all over natural health solutions to pretty much everything there is. Any kind of illness or disease, I firmly believe is.
Well, so what's really comical is we do a lot of stuff with exercise and nutrition, and that's viewed as alternative, and it's viewed as complementary. We're providing people with substances that they need to live. How is that alternative or complementary, right?
You're alternative because you're living like a human being, and you're moving your body and eating what nature puts on this planet for a reason. Yeah. Therefore, you're alternative.
Yeah, but shouldn't drugs be alternative?
Right.
So you see that there's just a total, it's upside down, or backwards, I guess. the way the laws are about what's, what's a food versus a supplement, the way that, drugs are not perceived as alternative, even though they don't occur in nature, or natural stuff is considered alternative, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But I think, more people getting educated about, things like that, their awareness of things like inflammation is improving. So they're becoming more aware, and they realize, okay, I can't just do the old school medical way. It's not going to help us long term.
Yeah, I think people are slowly cottoning onto that, aren't they?
Yes.
That it's, there is a natural remedy for almost everything. Fascinating. I mean, inflammation has been dubbed as like the foundation for pretty much every single chronic disease and illness. Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, my understanding of inflammation is it's your immune system's response to what it perceives as an attack on it. So it's a consistent intake of stuff that we really shouldn't be taking in, and your immune system goes, whoa, what the hell's that? And plus you're not moving your body, which helps to fight inflammation. And typically we're undernourished in the Western world with macronutrients from plant-based foods, which are excellent at tackling inflammation. That's my understanding of the whole kind of chronic inflammation that happens beneath the surface. I mean, acute inflammation, you get a knee injury, or the knee warms up and sends all these funky fluids to it, and then it creates pain, so it heals. So it's acute inflammation. But the chronic inflammation is what you can't see until it's often too late, like with a heart attack or a stroke or something like that.
Yeah.
Can you build on that at all?
Yeah,
I'm sure you can.
I would say, a couple of things I would say.